This conference will now be recorded.
Let me know once you're able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Hello. Oh, okay. So on day two, we have discussed about all these things, right? All these concepts. Now we will discuss about the day three. Okay. Basic skills, decision stage, circular path, reset option. I think reset option we have discussed on yesterday only. Rolling play, set next stage, adding a page. Okay. These we will going to discuss today. I'm going into the July folder. I'm just opening the day 2 July class process. Let me remove the breakpoint. How do I remove the breakpoint? Right click on that stage and you can see breakpoint is already available. Just uncheck it. You will see the breakpoints has been removed. Okay. So we have seen on yesterday how to do the addition, subtraction, multiplication calculation. Right. Now I wanted to run from middle of this page. Okay. I don't want to run the entire process. I wanted to run it from calculation mul stage. Okay, how do I run it? To run the process wherever you want, you just click on that stage, right click. You can see set next stage, right? You can see set next stage. Click on set next stage, right? So orange color will be highlighted for that particular stage. Then run it. Okay. Can you see now? Addition is not executed, subtraction is also not executed. We have executed from multi calculation, right? So from here only the calculation is happened, right? So in blue prism, if you wanted to run, okay, I don't want to execute all these things, right? It is no use now. So I have done some modification in this stage or in this stage or in this stage. So I wanted to run only particular that flow only. That also we can able to do it. How we can able to achieve? By using the right click, set next stage. Okay. By using the right click and set next stage, we can run the process wherever you want. Okay. No need to run the process entirely. If your requirement is like that. Okay. So for example, I have designed around 10,000 lines of code. Okay. So I wanted to run last to 10 stages only. How do I do that? I can able to achieve that by using right click on that particular stage from where you want to run it and set next stage. Then click on go button. Okay, from that particular stage it will going to run it. Okay. Now you can see for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and this what is this cal one? Okay, hard coded addition. So we are using We are using calculations only here, right? But for each calculation, we have used one calculation stage. Okay. Now we will see what is a multi-calculation. Under below the calculation, right, you can able to see multi-cal. Okay. What is the use of multi-cal? Let's see that. I'm dragging and dropping. Okay. Here for continuously we are doing the calculations, right? Cal addition, then next two stage is calculation only, next stage also calculation, and next stage also calculation. Okay. So here we have created four different calculation stages, right? So here no need to, if you are doing multiple calculations, right, then no need to take multiple calculation stages. Okay, by using the multi-cal, by using just one stage multi-cal, we can able to perform all these steps in the single multi-cal. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, for what is a cal addition, we are doing a plus b. Okay, and we are storing in results. Same thing, you open multi-cal. Okay, expression, put a plus b, putting the results in results. First one is done. What is the second calculation? A value minus b value, store the results in sub results. Okay, here I am opening the multi calculation. So I wanted to add one more expression and one more entry, right? How do I add the one more entry? You can see here add button. You can add like this. Put okay, a value minus b value. Where do you want to store? You want to store in sub results. Clicking on OK. I'm going into the third multi calculation, third calculation stage. Here we are doing the uh, multiplications, right? So I'm just copying this where we are storing results we are storing. Okay, just double click on the multi calculation stage. So you need to add one more record. Okay, then you just put a value into b value and we are storing the results in mul results. Clicking on OK. Then hard coded addition. What you are doing here? 10 plus 20 storing in other data item. Okay, double click on multi-cal, add one more row, put 10 plus 20. You are storing in other, right? So same expressions, right? In first addition, here cal addition, this is the expression we have given. This is the stage where we wanted to store, right? For calculation step, this is the expression, this is the uh, data item where we need to store. Okay, here four calculation we have used. So instead of different four stages, we have used a single multi calculation, and we have put the all the expressions as well as where we need to store. We kept it. Okay, clicking on OK. Now I can just remove these four stages. Clicking this reset. Next stage. Did you see? Addition is done, subtraction is done, multiplication is done, hard coded value is done, right? At one go, we are executing all those things. Okay, guys, can you please go on mute? Okay, so here now you are clear about the multi calculation. Nandu, could you please put, go on mute, please? Nandu? Okay. Okay, so are you clear about the multi calculations? Right? What is the use? Instead of using the multiple calculation stages, we can put all those calculations into one single stage that is called the multi calculations. Any queries, guys, till this point before we proceed further? Clear? Okay,
Yes, sir.
silent
Clear.
means we will take it as huh?
Clear. Clear.
Okay. Now we'll go
Okay,
to the
sir.
next. Okay. Now I will go to the next topic. Okay. So I wanted to check. Okay. Now I will going to discuss about the decision stage. Okay. What is the use of decision stage? Decision stage first of all will give you the results as a true or false. Okay. Based upon the true or false, it will go to the respective flows, or it will going to execute the respective flows. Okay. For example, let me remove this now multical because already we discussed about the multical. Now I am taking the decision stage. Okay. So we already took some numbers. Okay. A value greater than B value. Okay. Name A greater than B. Okay. I'm checking if A greater than B, A value is greater than B value. Okay. If A greater than B value, then you just write some expression. Okay. Do you want to write A value is greater than B value? Okay. Did you want to store? I wanted to create a new variable for that. Okay. I wanted to create a new data item. Okay. Instead of dragging and dropping data item from here, directly I can able to create a data item. Okay. What is the expression of the output? Same data item. Data item will be created with the same uh, type of data, right? This is what we have discussed on yesterday. So I will going to put some like I'm giving comparison as a data item. Okay, where this expression will going to store. Okay, you can see now this has created under the text data item, right? Because this is a text. Okay, and in the expression we have to remember that each and every time the text should be in the double quotes. Okay, text should be in the double quotes. Okay. Okay, if a value is greater than b value, right, then if it is true, right, a value is greater than b, then what we are doing, we are writing an expression called a value is greater than b value and storing in comparison data item. Now let's say this is false. A value is not greater than b value. Then what? I will take one more calculation. Okay, here I will write it as a value is smaller than b. value. Okay, I want to store the results in comparison data. Okay, okay, okay. Then I'm taking end stages. Guys, try to understand the concepts. Okay, based upon these concepts only, we will going to design the entire project. Okay, now your focus should be on only concepts. Okay, try to understand what are all these concepts. Okay, what is the use of this decision stage, calculation stage, multi calculation stage, data items, right? So if you are clear about the concepts, then you can clearly understand the further classes. I will reset. Okay, now what is our program? I will our programming starts from here. Okay, it will check a value. This is the a value, this is the b value. Okay, here it will check a greater than b, it is true or false. Okay, a greater than b, is it a true or false statements? Tell me,
True.
anyone can tell me. True. Okay, so it will flow this direction. Okay, let's see how it is executing. Is it correct? What is the output? We got it. What it is saying, a value is greater than b value. Okay, if this condition is true, what we are calculating, we are saying that you put this expression a value is greater than b value in comparison data item, right? So that is what we are doing over here. I will just reset it. I will put a value as 10 now. Okay, reset it. Now you tell me, if I run this, then which flow it will going to follow? Anyone? Now if I run this process, which flow it will going to flow?
Now
Start,
it has calculate.
no flow, right? Correct. Did you see what it is here? Now what it is saying, a value is smaller than b value, right? Because you see this condition, right? A value, it is checking a value 10 greater than b value. Is it true or false? It is false. Okay, if you would have observed one thing, right? What is the main difference between the calculation stage and decision stage? Okay, decision stage will, in the expression, it will going to tell you whether this condition is true or false. Okay, it will going to provide you the just output whether it is true or false. Okay, but when it comes to calculation stage, okay, it will execute the expression, right? And whatever the output is there, it will going to store it in the store results in, right? It is executes the expression and it will going to store the output on the data item, right, over here. Okay, but when you see the decision, you don't have that store in results, right? You are having only expression. Okay, this expression will give you whether it is true or false. Okay, why do you use the decision stage? Okay, if there is any requirement in your project, okay, to flow either one direction or two direction. Okay, if your requirement is like that, you need to apply these decision stages. Okay, based upon decision, your flow will going to work on it. Okay, for example, okay, I will give one small example. Voter id. Okay, who will going to get the voter id? If the person is 18 years or above 18 years, they will going to get the voter ID. Okay, let's say if the person age is less than 18 years, then he will not be eligible for voter ID, right? The same condition here you can able to put. Okay, if age is the employee age, okay, you can just store the employee age in one data item. If employee age is greater than 18 years, okay, if employee age is greater than 18 years, then you go to the system, perform some computations, and provide one um, voter ID number, okay, and send it to that customer. If that is not the case, if the if the person age is less than 18 years, okay, if this condition is becomes false, right, then no need of creating the voter ID, right? So those steps we will not consider here. We will just put some exceptions saying that okay, this person is not eligible because age is less than 18 years. Okay, in this kind of whether it is true or false, right? So in those conditions, this decision stage will going to help you. Are you clear about the decision stage? Can I move to the next topic? Is it clear, guys? Or do we have any queries? Guys, I need interactive session. Okay, not a one-way session.
Yes, we are clear.
Thank you. Okay, decision stage is done. Okay, I'm saving as D3. Okay, let me take one decision stage. Okay, so now I'm going to explain about circular paths. Okay, you have a requirement, okay, where you need to run your multiple steps in a circular path, okay, until and unless the decision becomes false. Okay, let's see how we can able to implement. I'm taking two data items. Okay, in data item, this is I'm giving the name as initial value. Data item I am selecting as a number. Okay, initial value I will give it as 0. In name I will just put it as max retry. data item I'm taking as a number. Okay, the value I'm giving as 10. Here I will check condition like okay. Initial value less than max type. Okay, if the initial value is less than max type, if this condition is true, then I'm taking one calculation stage. Here I am incrementing the initial value. Okay, how do we increment the initial value? This is the initial value S1. Okay, initial value is 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, 1, and I wanted to store the results in initial value. Okay, so 1 will be added into the initial value. Okay, then I'm using the anchor. Okay, see, why do we use anchor? Starting the link. Okay, what I'm doing here, if initial value is less than max retry, okay, initial value is less than max retry, this is a true condition. If yes, then it is going to do this stage. Okay, here incrementing the initial value. Okay, so initial value it will be increased to 1, then again it will come back to this decision stage and it will check the condition. If it is true, then until and unless it becomes false, it will going to run in this loop only. Okay, now I am running. Did you see this is a true condition. Now initial value becomes 1 because here we are incrementing. Now initial value becomes true. Now it is checking the condition. Yes, it is true. Then again initial value it is increasing to 1. Then again it is coming back to the decision stage. Okay, it is checked the true condition. Again it is incrementing the value, initial value. Okay, it is going into the loops. Okay, let's see till what time it will go into the loops. Until and unless this condition becomes false, it keeps running into the loop. Okay, that is nothing but a circular path. Now it is checking the condition. Okay, it is still true, so it will run into the loop. Now initial value is 8 less than 10, it is true, still true, then again it will going to run in that loop. This condition also true, again it will run into the loop. Now initial value 10, max value 10, right? This condition becomes false. Now it will come out of the loop. Okay, are you clear? Okay, you just try to understand the concepts. What is a circular path? Okay, why we going to implement the circular paths, how we will going to implement the circular paths. Okay, in this way we can able to implement the circular paths. Okay, we can provide one initial, we have to take one initial value, then we can decide how many times you wanted to run that circular path. Here in this exercise I have taken as a 10 retries. Okay, then after that, if you don't provide increment right here, if you don't write the increment, then it will go into the infinite loop, correct? Because this condition becomes true for all the time if you are not incrementing the initial value, right? Because we are comparing that initial value with the max retry value. Clear, guys? Any doubt? Are we clear
No,
what is
sir.
circular? Sorry.
Yeah, it is clear. It is clear.
Okay, thanks. Now controlling plane. Okay, what I do, I will just link this task stage to this, otherwise let it be like this. Okay, then I will drag down, I will remove this link, I will put the link. Okay, now I see why I have used anchor. If I don't use the anchor and if I wanted to run the process from here, how it is looks like, right? It is looks like zigzag, right? So in most of the cases the code will not be clear. Okay, we can't able to understand clearly. Okay, so that is the reason we will going to use anchors, so that the look will be very clear. Okay, here whatever we are doing, it is in a proper way, right? So that I can clearly, by looking at this, I can able to clear, okay, where is the flow is going on and how the flow is going on. Resetting. Now I am executing all this flow. Okay, how do I need to execute? Just run the go button. Are you observing? It is taking time, right? Hey guys, I don't want to wait for a lot of time because I don't have that much of time to execute everything. What I need to do? Here there is a down arrow, right? You have to click on that down arrow. You can see debug speed. Okay, now by default it is normal. I wanted to run very fast. Okay, let me increase the size, speed. Okay, can you observe it is little bit faster than previous one, right? Okay, I'm resetting it again. I'm running. Okay, but still I'm not satisfied with that speed. Okay, I will put it as 100% fast. Did you see? At one go it executed everything. Okay, let me run again. Did you see all the values it has calculated at one shot, and it is at end stage. Now I am resetting. You can see all the values are empty over here. Results. I'm just running. Clicked. Executed everything. Right now I will slow down the debugging to slow. Then I will run. See, it is taking more time now, right? So like this way we can able to control debugging speeds, okay, whether fast, normal or slow, okay. But once you done with the code, once you tested with the normal speed, okay, you have to again try with the fast debugging speed, okay. Why means when you are running this process from the control room, the speed will be very fast. Okay, I will explain you what is the control room. In the day one, I have just given the overview about the control room, right? So you make sure that once you run the process in the normal mode, you try to run that particular process in the fast mode also. So that if there is any delays, if there is any, if application is slowness, all those issues we will able to identify before it identified in the control room. Okay, are you clear about this controlling speed? Are you clear?
Yes, yes,
Okay, decision circular control in place. Okay, adding a page. Okay, so some basics things I will going to explain you. Okay, here, see, if I wanted to zoom in a little bit more, then I can able to use this zoom in, right? Okay, even I can able to use zoom out as well. Okay, so this I can able to copy paste, copy paste. How many times you want to copy paste the data items, you can able to copy paste. Not only data item, anything you can able to do the copy paste. Okay, or else you can just directly delete also. Okay, control Z also it will going to work. Cut paste also it will going to work. Cut paste. Okay, so you can able to perform some basic uh, things. Okay, like cut, copy, paste, delete. Right? These things you can able to perform just like you do it normally. Okay, now let's come back to pages. What is a page? Okay, page is nothing but, so here what all we have discussed. Now we have run one circular path, we have calculated, we have performed some calculations, that is nothing but addition, deletion, subtraction, multiplication, all those things, right? So where I am doing in main page only. Okay, I can't able to write everything in the main page, right? If I write all the code in the main page, then it will be difficult for me to understand the code. Okay, so main purpose of the pages is we can able to divide the task into smaller a smaller task. Okay, we divide the process into smaller tasks. Okay, one task we can able to write down in the one page, and another task we can able to write down in the another page. Okay, for example, in an application, if the requirement is log into the application, download the data from the application, log out from the application. Okay, here we are performing three activities: login, download the data, log out, right? So you can able to, if you write down all the code over here, right, it, it will not be very clear. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to create three different pages. Okay, one page is for logging into the application, another page is for downloading the data from the application, and another page is for log out from the application. Okay, so basically the pages are used to divide the entire process into multiple subtasks. Okay, now how do we create the pages? Okay, drag and drop. Here there are three radio buttons. Okay, first one is create a reference to an existing page. This is disabled now because we don't have any pages in this process. What is that? Create a reference to an existing page. It is asking whether we can create a reference to an existing page. Okay, we don't have any existing page, so that is the reason it is disabled. Second option, add a new page and create a reference to it. It will going to create a new page and it will going to add a reference. Third one is add a new page without creating a reference to it. It will going to create a page, but it will not going to create a reference from this page. Okay, so let's see one by one with some examples. Okay, here second one is add a new page and create a reference to it. I will use this. Okay, it is asking me to create a page name. Okay, and I will just give it as calculations. Okay, okay, if you see above, the calculation page has created. Okay, here if you see, the calculation page has created, and if I open this page, if you see, this is reference to calculation page, right? It has created the reference as well. Okay, now what I do, I will perform additions. Okay, okay. What I need data items as well. What I do, I will link from start to calculation, calculation to end, reset. Now I am running. Observe it. Reset. I will put it as a normal. Reset. Running the process. It started, then it went into calculation. Did you see? It has goes into the calculation page, right? And it is performing the activities in this page. Once it reaches to end, then it come back to the main page again, right? So we have created one calculation page. Okay, once it goes to this calculation page, by it is automatically enters into this calculation page, perform the everything, and once it is end, then it will come back to the calling page or upper page. Okay, I am running this again. Just observe it how it is executing. Okay. Now I wanted to create one more page. How do I create? Drag and drop page. Okay. So it is asking, okay, create a reference to an existing page. You want to use the existing page. Okay, let's see what will happen if I use this existing page. Okay, I will go with the first option now. Already we have seen the second option. No, I will go with the first option. Create a reference to an existing page. Okay, click next. Which page you want to create a reference? Okay, there is only one page is available, which is nothing but calculation page. Okay, I will select that page and finish. Okay, so what it is there, I will double click on it. Okay, this has the reference to the calculation page. Okay, now put the link. Okay, reset, running the process. Okay, first it went to the first calculation page, executing all the calculations, ending, and it come back to the main page again. Again it is executing the next page, which is again the calculation page. Again it is executing all the steps because we are running that again, right? Because we are using the existing one, right? That's what it has clearly said while we are creating the page, right? If you wanted to put any of the reference to an existing page, that also we can able to do it. Okay, now that has also completed. Now I will create page one more time. Okay, now this time I don't want to go with the create a reference to an existing page. Okay, this we already covered. Okay, first one is already covered. Now I will go with the second one again. Okay, add a new page and create a reference to it. Okay, I will just put it as circular path. Finish. Okay, if I double click on this page is referring to circular path page. Okay, this is the circular path page, right? In that circular path I will put this condition, right? Okay, now this we already covered. I'm deleting this. Okay, now after performing the two calculations I wanted to run the circular path and come back to the main page. Okay, let me run this now. Reset, run. Okay, it is executing calculations. Okay, it went into the calculation page. Okay, it is executing all the steps whatever it is available in the calculation page. Then coming back to the main page, again it is running the calculation page because second time also we have given the reference to the calculation page, executing all those steps. Coming to the main page again, now it is performing the circular path. You can see it is in circular path. What went wrong? Okay, there is no link. Sorry guys, I have to provide the link. Okay, let me run a little bit fast. Once circular path is executed, it is going back to the calling page or upper page. Okay, so I will run it a little bit faster now. One more time I will run it. Okay. Okay, now it came back to the main page, right? Now, how is your code is looking? How is your main page is looking? It's very clean, right? So previously there was lot of calculations, circular path. It doesn't look good, right? But now it's very clear by looking at this main page. We can see that okay, we are performing some calculations. Okay, in the calculations, what we are doing? Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, hard coded. Okay, second time also it is performing the same calculation. Third time it is performing the circular path. Okay, what we are doing in circular path, we are just written small program so that we can see how the circular path is going to work. Okay, then coming back to the main page, right? Now the code is very clear, right? Like that you can able to put this code into another page. Okay, so that the main page will have very limited code. By looking at the main page we can able to clearly understand what this process is doing. Okay, so in this example we have created circular path, calculation pages, right? Whatever I have given the example, right? Just log in into the application. You just create one page for logging into the application. Okay, downloading the path, downloading the data from application. You just create one page and write down all the logics over here. Then third page, logging out from the application. Okay, write down all the code of logging out to the application. Okay, so that here you just call login, but download the file from the application, log out. Okay, it will be very clean. Okay, now let's go with the last option. Okay, I'm again dragging and dropping the page. Okay, so we have done with this, create a reference to an existing page. We done this as well, add a new page and create a reference to it. And third option is add a new page without creating a reference to it. Okay, let's see what it will going to happen. Next, enter the name. Okay, I'm just giving new page. Finish. Did you see? Page has been created now, but did we see any reference of that page? We don't have the reference of that particular page in the main page, right? From here, I have created a page, but I did not selected. I created a page without reference to a page, right? So page has been created, okay. But do we have any reference over here, right? But I have a reference to the calculation page, circular page, path, right? But do I have reference to the new page? No, I don't have any. Okay, so in that case, you can able to you know use the third option. You don't want to create any reference to that particular page and you want to create a page. Okay, in that case you have to select the third option. Okay, let me see it again. Drag and drop. Okay, now you can see this page is there. Okay, if I go with this, or first option or second option, this page will be available, and from this page it will going to create a reference. Okay, if I selecting third option, once I click on next and provide the name, then page will be created, but this reference will not be available over here. Okay, let's see that again. Next to page I am giving now name. See, reference is gap because we are not creating the page with reference. Okay, just next page has been created. You can write down your. Are we clear about the pages? Do we have any doubt, guys? Do we have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so are we clear about the day three concepts? Any questions till this point before I wrap up the session? Okay.